I should get back to looking for the new forum. Time to hit the theater.
Good news, friends. Feast North is back on its feet. And guess who we have to thank? That's right, the new Spider-Man. Y'all, what doesn't this guy do? Okay, if you have pictures of Spidey cleaning up Feast, send them my way and I'll feature them on the blog. Till next time, remember that a 10-minute nap will give you the energy boost you need. That we all need, actually. Okay.
I can't shoot him if I can't see him! How are we supposed to... Clear, Hilo 1. Ready to fire! You have orders, Captain! What? You're mine now! Neutralizing Spider-Man! Engaging Spider-Man!
Yeah, what now, Roxxon?
Know the quickest way to end a fist fight? Don't use your fists. In this challenge, grab stuff, spin it around, and whack enemies with it. You can grab objects, enemy weapons, even other enemies. Every hit scores a point. Approach the prompt when you're ready.
Throw practice. Nice. I'm ready.
Yanking a weapon out of a dude's hands and throwing it back at him? Poetry in motion. That's how you do it.
Okay, yeah. Windmilling people? Very satisfying. Oh, that felt good.
Grabbing and spinning stuff from the environment is a great crowd control move PT does. Nice hit!
Sorta getting dizzy. Having fun, though. Got him.
Heads up. Ranged enemies on the field. That was... Hang on, it's coming to me. Spectacular! Well done, Spider Squire. Smack those bad guys in their holographic headbutt good. Now that you've got your throwing down, try extending your windup before release. Good way to clear some space. See you at the next challenge.
Oh, extended windup. Good idea. Okay, I should see if Finn hit the new form in the gym theater.
Folks, the Feast Centers have had a rough go ever since their founder, Martin Lee, turned out to be the mad bomber known as Mr. Nathan. But I believe in the Feast Centers because I knew Nathan, the brave woman who literally gave her life to keep them going. So I was distressed to hear the Harlem branch recently suffered a damaging flood. With us is Gloria, director of that center.
Yeah, thanks. Anyone who wants to donate to the cleanup, check out our website. It's tax deductible.
Wonderful. I'm donating 10% of my paycheck for this week, and half of Jerry's. Now, I'm hearing Spider-Man may have been responsible for the flood.
No way. Someone was responsible, but it wasn't Spider-Man. Follow the money. Who benefits from lower property values?
And I'm going to stop you there, because we have a strict policy of not saying anything that will get me sued. Incidentally, I'm pretty sure Spider-Man can't afford lawyers.
He wasn't Spider-Man.
We're out of time. Thanks so much for joining us, Gloria. And remember, everyone, if you want to be a real hero, not like a certain masked menace, donate to Feast. Jared, cut her mic before I end up in the poorhouse.
Man's trying to steal our tech! Big mistake!
I'm not gonna lie. I love opening my presents early.
Hey, app says the police are chasing some car thieves.
That chase looks crazy. Someone could get hit.
You're running out of road! Pull over! Keep going, boys! Just gotta make it to...
This is Spider-Man. Stop the car before someone gets hurt.
Get him off the roof! Taylor, Spider-Man's on the scene!
Can't let it. Were you hiding in the bushes? A nearby cafe? steal cars.
Yeah, that'll show them.
Dana fans. For the last few weeks, Harlem has had a series of bad breaks. The attack on CJ Walker Park to May 1. Spider-Man intervened to protect the neighborhood, but he didn't do it alone. I'm here with Yankee Lee, the Harlem local who helped Spider-Man save the neighborhood.
It felt really good to help people out. Even better when we found out Wilson Fisk was behind it. Shutting him down is a career highlight for me. And Spider-Man.
I bet. How did you guys stumble on the conspiracy?
By talking to people in the neighborhood. They were all looking out for each other, which helped us look out for them. Teo, Caleb, Camila, Haley, Steph, Gloria, if you're listening, thank you.
I checked with Wilson Fisk's parole officer, who confirmed the big guy is under tighter security and will likely get some time tacked onto his prison sentence. Genki, and everyone in Harlem, thanks for looking out. Till next time, friends, remember to change your toothbrush every 3 months. Goodbye.
Hey, Miles. Remember when I said I knew someone who's looking into the underground? She's on the line.
Hi, Spider-Man? I'm Danica Hart. I'm planning a podcast series on the underground, and your tech guy said you needed help with them?
Oh, wow. I'm a big fan. I'm actually at one of their hideouts right now. Any advice?
You're a fan? Wow. Okay, sorry. Their hideouts are radio dead zones, so police can't coordinate a raid. If you disable the jammers, I can alert the police and get them shut down.
I'm on it. Thanks for the help, Danica.
Check on him.
I heard something. If the rock song goes down, nobody will listen to us.
No one can stop us now.
Or you could run away, other people. That
That's an option.
Hey, so, despite the dead zone, I was able to ping an IP address, and it led me to an online underground forum, and it is gold.
Really? Have you found anything good? Like how they started?
They were wannabe bomb crack. Started with assaults and robberies, then went after bigger groups so they could earn a reputation. Like, inner demons. Real
Losing? How's it possible? You never should have put on that mask!
Spider-Man's winning!
It's good to see our name everywhere.
Keep your eyes open! Can't let Spider-Man win this! The real Spider-Man wouldn't need to hide!
Here, take 5. Or you can run away, other people! That's an option!
Hey, so, despite the dead zone, I was able to ping an IP address, and it led me to an online underground forum, and it is gold.
Really? Have you found anything good? Like how they started?
They were wannabe bomb crack. Started with assaults and robberies, then went after bigger groups so they could earn a reputation. Like, the inner demons.
Have a good fight!
Hey, Danica. So after they made a run at the inner demons, how'd things go?
Not how you'd expect. When Devil's Breath hit, enough of the underground got sick that they went into hiding.
And Martin Lee going to jail and it's the demons.
Yeah, the underground took over the demons' territory kind of by default. Not very dramatic.
Heads up!
You're weak, and we'll crush you!
You're done! Got hands? Catch! There. Now to find the jammer. I should be able to track the wires with my suit. Wire runouts. Probably a good place to start. demon stuff. Spoiled. Need to shut down the jammer. Hey, hideout's back on the grid.
Nice. Tipping the cops off now. I can't wait to write up this underground demons conflict for my podcast series. Thanks, Spider-Man.
That's my cue to leave. I should get back to looking for the new form. Time to hit the theater.
Today, I want to address some rumors making the rounds of the pool halls and sleazy bars. Supposedly, Wilson Fisk has been trying to destabilize Harlem in order to make it cheaper and easier for him to acquire property.
That looks painful! Come here! Back up! Fight it, kid! Taking the shot!
Oh, man. I just thought of some quips I could have used. Next time. If I can figure out what Finn's planning to do with the new form and take it from her, it'll be a good day.
App says some prisoners have taken hostages inside a store.
You escaped a prison convoy but stayed in Manhattan? Bad call. Done. Hope there aren't any more convicts loose.
Don't let the bright red costume fool you. Stealth is a...
I should get back to looking for the new farm. Time to hit the theater.
Don't let the bright red costume fool you. Stealth is a huge part of this job. In this challenge, take out all enemies without being seen. The faster you do it, the higher you score. Zip to the prompt to get started.
Alright, stealth challenge. Let's go.
I think I saw a few more dudes on that upper area.
Another one bites the dust. Close. Almost saw me.
Searching.
Gotta watch out for spiders, man. Eso me gustó. I think there's only half the guys left. Night. I knew I could do it.
Attempting to reacquire visual tracking. Override additional units. Possible entry.
Here, take 5.
Searching for hostile target. Possible disturbance. Initiating investigation.
Your lucky day. Sorry.
Alert. Evidence of hostile activity detected. Unit disabled. Recompiling data library. That was... Hang on, it's coming to me. Spectacular! With the tools of the ninja in hand. It'll now take folks longer to spot you. Happy stealthing!
tools of the ninja. I like that. I should get back to looking for the new form. Time to hit the theater. You're right, Genki. Underground are everywhere.
You might say they're overground?
Keep working on that one. Barrier's electrified. Ow! And not friendly.
Your suit says that was 300 kilojoules. How is that just ow?
Benefits of bioelectricity, I guess. Power can be supplied all locally.
Any sign of the power source?
Several. Bet these cables lead the way.
Electrified barrier is next level. Maybe they got nervous after someone infiltrated Fisk Tower.
Who do that? Gotta be quicker than that.
I heard something. You got what?
If you give me the new form, we can skip this part. What the? Gotta focus. Easier than I thought.
Jay, any updates? Anyone see James? Someone check on him.
Got it. I'll check it out.
Eso me gustó. Got him. Now I gotta drain that generator. All right, drained it. Feeling good. Now for the others. You're done.
Manny, anything happening over there? Manny? Damn it. Someone go check on him.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Knew I could do it. Out for the count.
one person made all this gear.
They look so peaceful knocked out. Cool, chipping away.
Close. Gotta be stealthier.
Get out of here! We're going to risk.
Sure, I heard something.
Don't make us hurt you, Spider-Man!
Bring this fire! What are you doing? Vanishing?
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Training for this.
Can't be a hero if you run from a fight!
I'll figure out what's going on.
Hero! Prove it!
Got it. I'll check it out.
That time, bro. No more underground. Soon to be no more generator. Do one more. Wish it was always this easy.
People will recognize her. Someone's taking us out! Start a search!
Wonder what Fisk would have thought of us.
Hell, what's that?
That'll leave a mark.
People take the underground seriously.
Lights out!
That did it. Barrier's fresh out of power.
And primed for smashing.
was the way to the main auditorium. Now it's blocked.
Oops. Maybe there's a staircase. Or an elevator. Like that elevator.
Hey man, I'm thinking. What if you told Finn you're Spider-Man?
Yo, Finn. Not only did I lie about joining your club, but I'm also the guy trying to stop you.
Okay, yeah. We can work on the delivery.
Giant armored silo looks promising.
Really feeling like my gaming rig is underpowered right now.
Yeah. Finn's going full supervillain layer here. Are you seeing this giant armored container thing?
Totally not suspicious. You think the new form's in there?
I got a hunch, yeah. Container's got cables running away from it. No wonder. Rick's invention. Krieger doesn't understand new form well enough to make more, but Finn does. She mapped out how its reactivity works. That's one. Need to power the others. So why do you think I should tell Finn I'm Spider-Man? Don't you think she might react badly?
Let's make a pros and cons list. Pro. She's your best friend. Besides me.
Con, she's a tinkerer.
Pro. Talking to her is easier than sneaking around behind her back.
Con, the other Spider-Man was super clear. Don't tell anyone who you are.
You told me. Maybe if she knows it's you she's fighting, she'll rethink the whole tinkerer thing.
Maybe you're right. Drywall's falling apart. Finn's been making new weapons to deal with me. Guess she told the rest of the underground to keep tabs. All right, that's two. Hope this is a good idea.
What's the worst that could happen?
Says the guy 30 blocks away. Nice. Clear line of sight to the generator. Finn's feeding Roxxon bad intel so they don't get close to her or the new foreman. She's good. All right, backdrops are clear. But I still need to connect the generator. Three down. One to go. Finn's working on destabilizing the new form gradually, making it reactive but not explosive on contact. Why? So she can keep moving it? Looks like Finn's making a new mask? Shield? As soon as I find a way around the underground's weapons, she comes up with something new. one's here. I could look around some. That sounds promising. Gotta check the supercomputer. Alright, what are you up to, Finn? Finn's pumping energy into the new form, making it unstable like my venom did.
Which exploded the bridge. So, what? Does she want to blow up the theater?
Not the theater. Roxxon Plaza.
Whoa, what? That's... how could she...
It's not open yet, so there'll be no casualties. But I can't let her do this. I'm taking the new form. Come on. Come on! Crap!
Spread out. He's here somewhere.
I need to get the new form. After I deal with her glowstick army.
Just to put it out there, what if Finn's right, and this is the best way to beat Roxxon?
Finn's not just talking about throwing a rock through a window. She wants to blow up a building on my block.
Gotta stay alert.
If any part of her plan goes wrong, people will get hurt. I can't let her take that chance.
You're right. Let's get that new form out of here.
It looks so peaceful knocked out.
The Tinkerer's on her way. She was scouting out other places she could set up her lab.
How many labs does she need? Oh, heard something.
Out for the count.
Don't think I forgot about when you broke my frickin' eye socket last year.
More to get to the top. Everybody was fighting.
Yeah, well, just go. Guys, I heard something.
Standing around isn't what I signed up for.
I shut down Fisk's tower, and I'll shut you down here.
Rashad, you get that cash yet? Rashad? Hey, someone check on it.
Okay, I'm on it.
Gotta watch out for spiders, man.
We gotta find Spider-Man! He's around here!
Even Spider-Man's not ready for this.
Venom tears it apart!
Good! Keep doing that!
Taking you down, Spider-Man!
Okay, now for the new form. Okay, see?
Can't let you take that.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Seriously?
I just want to talk! Fit! Tinkerer! Stop!
So you can steal my new form? Not a chance in hell!
Hey, Genki! Ran into Finn!
What's happening?
She grabbed the new form! I'm chasing her across Manhattan!
Okay, how are you gonna stop her?
Step 1, catch her. Step 2, I'll get back to you. Oh, move, move, move!
Back off! This is between me and Roxxon!
How about we use our words? How about you stop being so flingy? Of course you're not tired yet. It is not going well.
Where are you?
I don't know. I'm dodging explosions. I need a new strategy. Gonna do what you said.
Tell her the truth?
Yeah, as soon as I catch her. Tinkerer, I gotta tell you something. Slow down.
Do you think I'm stupid?
You wanna hear this. I promise.
Step off, Spider-Man!
Oh crap! Not good, not good! Hope the ship's okay.
I said step off!
Whoa! So why does she invent Death Wheel?
Give me one good reason not to end you.
My mom would be very upset.
Miles?
Can we just...
You two on the roof! Freeze!
That could have gone better. I think she cracked a rib. Or 3.
Hey, how'd it go with Finn?
Not great. You still at my place?
I'm actually at home. My parents get back next week, so I thought I'd clean. But I can come back.
Nah, it's okay. I'll call you later. Now what? Hey, Uncle Aaron. I need some advice.
About what exactly?
Just everything. Are you free?
I can wrap up what I'm doing. Call you in a few.
Thanks, man. Talk to you soon. I have no idea where Finn is. Or the new foreman. I guess I should kill some time till Uncle Aaron's free.
Stop me if you've heard this before. Spider-Man chases villain through city. Millions of dollars of property damage follow. We're still tallying up the damage from Rhino's rampage. Then the bridge disaster. And now it seems the Junior Menace decided to go for the hat trick with his new frenemy, the Tinkerer. I say those two should get a room, preferably a prison cell, and hash out their differences in private, somewhere very, very far from New York. And I don't just mean Jersey. I'm talking Oregon or even Alaska. Then maybe I could have one peaceful night at home watching the Great Wakandan Cook-Off without getting interrupted by my fire escape being torn off the side of my building. Darn it, that reminds me. Jared, did you set my DVR?
It's my biggest fans. Hey guys, let me give you a couple of love taps.
Come here! Just take him! Pulling the trigger! Active threat is engaged!
Yeah, what now, Roxanne?
Hey, nephew. Meet me at the docks in Hell's Kitchen.
I'll be there. What am I gonna do about Finn? Try talking to her again? I could meet her somewhere. The Science Center or Trinity Church? No. She knows I lied to her now. She won't want to see me. Hey, Danica. I'm at the underground hideout on the Upper East Side.
Cool. You look for the jammer, I'll start pulling records for what the underground's been up to here.
Guys, focus! Stay calm and fire! Someone there?
Why are there always more of them than there are of me?
I've got it. Hey, Spider-Man. I ran a custom search of this address with some underground-specific theories. This used to be a Tombstone hideout.
Whoa. What's the history there?
The Underground and Tombstone's crew did a few jobs together. Robberies, hits, carjackings. There was a falling out when a member killed one of Tombstone's guys. The Underground were outgunned.
Until the Tinkerer came along.
Yeah, and by then Tombstone was in prison, so they were able to sweep in here, no problem.
Ready to assist.
Anybody get a visual? Calm down. Let it fail. Sweep the area to be sure. We can find him. Let's go. Get on Spider-Man.
Hey, Jaina, how's it look? Jaina? Crap. Someone make sure she's alright. Be right there.
You're wasting your time, Spidey! You can't beat us! Guys, I heard something!
Here? On it. My boss said he gave up and went home. He's still around.
Hit Spider-Man with everything you've got!
So this may be off topic, but do you have like a sound guy to write your intro music?
I dated a guy for like half a minute, and he was nice enough to write my stinger before we broke up.
Oh, if you ever need someone who mixes beats, I know a guy.
That would be amazing, because I am totally tone deaf.
Spider-Man, he's here! Lining up with him and...
No regret messing with the underground!
Cool. Now I just need to find the jammer and shut it down. Nice. Shouldn't be too... There's the jammer. They kept trophies from their fights with Tombstone. How sentimental. Did those mannequins move?
Whoa! This place is ours! We're not taking it!
Never want to see another mannequin. Hey, hideout should be back on the grid.
Okay, tipping off the cops. Cool. I'm gonna chase the Tombstone Underground Partnership lead for my series.
I should head out before the cops get here and cover everything in crime tape.
You're tuning into my 4-part series, Underground Exposed. While Spider-Man was shutting down the Underground's hideout in the Upper East Side, I found evidence of their days partnering with Tombstone's gang. Yep, you heard that right. They worked together off and on until an Underground killed one of Tombstone's people. Few, violent few. The Underground were horribly, hopelessly outgunned. Then Tombstone was hauled off to prison, and not long after, the Tinker became their new leader and supplier. You can find more details on my blog. Till next time, try to tackle your hardest work between 2 and 3 p.m. Seriously, you're at peak attention span then. Bye!
Let's spice things up, shall we? This challenge will push all your movement skills to their limit. Approach the prompt, and we'll get started.
Fast and loose, let's go.
Sometimes, you gotta take a leap of faith. Get ready to swing!
Woo-hoo-hoo! Man, that was dope.
Nothing beats a good web swing. Except maybe sprinting straight up a building to find all natural laws of gravity. That comes pretty close.
Oh man, I got this! I got this!
Great form! Let's try.
Come on, almost there.
I had no doubt in my mind that you were going to be spectacular, Miles, and you delivered. Stay focused, and you can leap back into the air immediately after landing. Basically turns you into a human bouncy ball. Good times.
Quick recovery. Good call. Spider-Man! Stuffed the capsule in one of these pipes. Can't remember which one. There we go. One summer, we got way into space travel and started freeze-drying our favorite foods. Bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. Total fail. Red bean ice cream was not bad, though.
I gotta call you back.
Oh.
All right, Miles. Spill it. Give me the whole situation.
Finn, Roxxon, Underground. It's just a lot, you know?
You're 17. You're stressed. And you're a superhero. You gotta cut yourself some slack. You still making beats?
And not much since I started this.
Work-life balance, kid. Most important thing. Here. Little project your dad and I started back in the day. Our mixtape. Had rhymes ready and everything.
How come I never heard about this?
'Cause we never finished. We sampled street noise around the way. Wanted the city to be our beat. But your dad had the masters. And after things went bad between us... But you can finish what we couldn't. Plus, it'll take your mind off work.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What do I do?
Load that up. I'll walk you through it. I'll set up holograms to guide you. Scan the source.
Holograms, huh? Okay. Don't think about Finn. Focus on sounds. Clear my head.
Scan the holograms and it'll unlock files on that drive I gave you. Help you figure out which sound you're looking for. Now try and find the original sound and grab a clean sample. Not a match, though. Keep looking. Back up a little. Your levels are clipping. But not quite what we're looking for. Try moving in a little closer. Need to be a little closer to get your levels right. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Rest of the sounds you need are spread across the city. I left a few messages for you, too, to help you get a feel for each location.
Oh, dope.
Not now. Hey, get some you like?
Yeah, really unique dynamics.
See? Old man still knows his stuff.
And you were right about clearing my head, too. I know what to do about Finn. I gotta see her. Try to talk her out of all this.
In person? Where?
Trinity Church. Tomorrow night. Why so interested?
Because you got a target on your back the size of Jersey.
You don't have to protect me.
Someone should.
You know, you said you never finished this tape because of how things went bad between you and Dad. What actually happened between you two?
It was complicated. We were too similar and too different. Finish the tape, get all the samples, and you'll hear the whole story. Promise.
All right, thanks, Unc.
Trinity Church. Remember, Tinker is yours, but leave the boy alone.
Man, I needed that. I was beat. Okay, I'm gonna call Finn. Soon as I'm ready to go. Who doesn't love an ohm meter? Nobody. That's who. I wish you were still here, Rick. Me and Finn could definitely use your advice. Things were a lot simpler back then. Glad my gear survived the move. Mom? Genki? Anyone home? Think it's just me. Think that's a well out of protest back in the day. Political fire runs in the family. Bet Abuela has some choice words about our current situation with Roxxon. Mom's room's starting to look like Mom's room. Bathroom's been a little crowded with me, Mom, and Genki all here. Mom's killing it. No way she's gonna lose. A little music would be nice. Never gonna get tired of this one. Hard to think of Ma as a little kid. Bridge attack didn't slow Mom down at all. I'm not careful, Genki's gonna turn into Mom's sidekick. Kinda nice to have the apartment to myself.
that's your intro? Lame! We in the business call that burying the lead. Hype it up! Let me ask you something, Danny. Do you ever think about what you're inciting? About your journalistic integrity?
More than some.
Because your campaign against Roxxon is baffling to an actual journalist like myself. You should be attacking the young, unproved vigilante who keeps causing problems in Harlem.
What? You twist everything Spider-Man does into something malicious while simultaneously excusing everything Roxxon does wrong. All Spider-Man needs for you to support him is to get a better PR department.
All right. Time to call Finn. Hope she answers.
Hi, Spider-Man.
Finn. Hey. We need to talk. In person.
So you can lie to me again?
So I can make this right. Please. Meet me at Trinity Church. No more lies, I promise.
You're screwing with me? Fine. I'll see you there.
At least she's willing to meet. Okay. Trinity...
Damn it, where are you? I can't... There he is! Neutralizing Spider-Man! Firing on Spider-Man!
Outnumbered and still came out on top.
That part of
Your mom lived here right after college. You know that? She and your dad were dating. 3 of us spent a lot of time here. We got used to this soft, steady beat.
Soft beat.
Sun is nice. I'm ready for spring. You're a lot shorter than I thought.
Rhythm. I don't really think that's steady. And it's definitely not soft.
Ooh, look out!
I need to sleep home and get my daily loot up. Later, I asked for one thing for Christmas and I didn't get it. Thanks a lot, Santa.
Got your back, Spidey.
Son. Something that's been around a while. Pretty sure it's behind me. subtle, but a good beat.
Things were good back then. Felt like they'd be good forever. Your mom got her first gig as a teacher. Your dad was new to being a cop, and I just started calling myself proud. I figured we all kept secrets about our jobs. But last time, your dad's job and mine crossed paths as well.
Man, Uncle Aaron, if you would have been anything else, my mom and dad would have supported you all the way.
Happy holidays, dude.
This one was all your dad's idea. You need something that's always in this park. Quiet on their own, loud in a group.
Loud in a group?
My sister's dancing at the Kwanzaa celebration tonight.
Probably something you'd always find here. Like birds or trees or... No, not trees. There's a lot of birds around here. Maybe? Maybe. But it's probably too quiet to work well. I'm not gonna find it over here. I mean, hot dog vendors would be loud in a group, but I don't think that's right. Pretty sure it's behind me.
Best part of the holidays is working for holiday pay.
sickies there.
How did Dad record this? Is he a pigeon whisperer?
This was way back, before high school. We were hanging in the park one day, and someone dropped a hot dog. You know how that goes. The place was swarming with pigeons. Dad stopped cold. He said, Aaron, man, that's music. Listen. Next day, we were crawling all over Manhattan looking for beats. Like you are now.
I remember the first time they showed me how to sample. Uncle Aaron had the gear, and Dad had the ear for music.
Hey, friends, this is part of my series, Underground Exposed. I'm looking into who the Underground are and what they want, with the help of Spider-Man. I had to pinch myself when I said that. Okay, so, the Underground used to have a major grudge against the Inner Demons, and not for the reasons everyone else did. This was before the Tinkerer took over, and way before anyone knew who the Underground were. They wanted respect, street cred, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So they went after the biggest, baddest jerks in town, the Inner Demons. At least till Martin Lee, the Demons' leader, went to prison. Then the Underground needed a new target. Enter the Tinkerer, who pointed them at Roxxon. Till next time, make sure to get at least 15 minutes of sunshine per day. Bye!
This is a good one. Me and your dad used to hang around here. Listen while the whole station came alive. That's what you need.
Something at the station. Don't think that's what he wants me to find. But I like it for another track.
I think hanging around here is how your dad got the idea to be a cop. I said, man, you're not uptight enough for that job. He wanted to make things better from the inside. Pretty sure he died trying.
You did make things better, Dad. And so will I.
Saying there's a helicopter flying around like it's possessed.
I need to stop that helicopter before someone gets hurt.
Hold it! We'll end you!
Underground down, transmitter next. Need more transmitters like that one.
Hurry up! Keep going!
All right, now for the transmitter. Transmitter's down. We should look for more.
What is happening?
Last one.
Roxxon's still after you. You should get out of here. Consider it repayment.
This looks like one of Roxxon's secret labs. Should text Genki. We need to web the gears. Yep, this is it.
Hey, got your text. Good news. I can access Roxxon's security through the signals your suit is picking up.
You never cease to amaze, my man.
I do my best. Give me a sec to set up. I'm in. Roxxon security, you're mine. I can open that door for you, but it needs power. Got it. I'm opening the door. Hey, I found something while I was poking around security. This is the lab where they noticed people were getting sick around Newform.
Did anyone ever say, hey, maybe we should rethink this whole Newform thing?
Yeah. Rick Mason.
Oh. Good thing we're shutting this place down.
And not a moment too soon.
What's in here? Looks like security? Where they dump stuff they've confiscated.
The link didn't come from my team. We didn't know Newform makes people sick.
I'm gonna let you rephrase that.
We didn't know about the baseless rumor.
Thank you. Now turn off the mics and let's talk about how we contain this.
That's my way out of here.
Not a lot of places to hide here.
Good thing I have camo.
Engaging Spider-Man! Spider-Man do this?
Close.
Don't let him leave this sector.
Gotta be stuff here.
Shoot to kill. We're ending this.
Siesta time.
Gotta be here somewhere.
That'll leave a mark.
You see him, you bring him down. Putting him down!
gotta shut down this lab, whatever it takes.
We can't lose this! Our orders are... Shoot it down! They can't take much! Put Spider-Man down! Now! Use everything you've got! How the hell did he go? Can the other Spider-Man do this?
Can't let that happen again.
Keep moving!
Not your lucky day. Sorry.
Don't let Spider-Man leave here! Neutralize the target! Move it!
Wish it was always this easy.
Position! He's back! Open fire! Neutralizing Spider-Man! Detain him! He's hurt!
That's everybody. Time to drain the reactor. That will never not suck.
That powered the lab down. You should probably get out of there. Through that office.
Please don't come to life, creepy Roxxon armor. Could see if there's some Roxxon dirt in that computer before I head out.
Hey, Roxanne. There is a rumor going around that new form makes our people sick. Now, come on, guys. Of course that's not happening. And if it were, we would take care of you. Without you, nothing gets made. No new form, no plaza, and no future. And I gotta tell you guys, that future right now is at risk. So before you decide to spread what's really just a malicious lie, think again. We cool? Remember, we're here for you.
Sometimes it feels like Krieger's competing on America's Most Evil. Thanks for your help in there. Fighting Roxxon's no joke.
I don't know. The Underground made it their favorite pastime.
Heh, true.
Seriously though, what kind of a friend would I be if I didn't help shut down the occasional toxic fuel reactor?
Listen up! I finally have scientific proof that Spider-Man is a crime against nature. Allow me to explain. A recent incident involving a construction crane and a tiny bit of ice turned into a spider snafu when the masked menace decided to intervene. The result? A disaster the likes of which this city has never seen. We have yet to receive a body count, and I can assure you, it will be... What's that? I'm told no lives were lost.
Times Square. Easy to find someone in the crowd here. Or lose it. Sound you need's like an electric current.
A current? Could cheat it with venom. Nah. Cool. Love how alive that feels.
After I started calling myself the problem, met my first client right under this sign. Neon flag's hard to miss, and the crowd makes it easy to blend in. He wanted me to steal a painting. I looked across the square and saw your dad looking back at me. He never said anything, just turned and left. He didn't know everything, just that I was a thief. That was enough. I think he saw where we were headed long before I did.
If he would have tried to act right sooner, he would have forgiven you. I know he would have. This could be useful. Sneak around those workers to grab that capsule.
Bury the pipes this week, dig them up next week. Pretty city planners never make up their minds. Did you see that? Freaking thing just disappeared like that.
Got it. Parts from the first PC we built. I used it for gaming. Finn used it to help an ESU Alzheimer's research team. Both good uses, I'd say. biggest fans. Hey guys, let me give you a couple of love taps.
Clear, Hilo 1. Don't know how to reach it! Neutral!
Taking you down, Spider-Man!
Yeah, what now, Roxanne? This was our Everest back in the day. We were so pumped when we finally made it to the top. Awesome. We always wonder what stuff like Thor's hammer was made of, and invented our own imaginary elements to explain it. Finn's names always sounded the best. Watch it!
Here, even.
Look out!
App says some prisoners have taken hostages inside a store.
Store's being robbed. I need to help them.
Over there! I see it!
I think that's it for the convicts.
New York.
Feel like the underground's hiding something here.
Is Spider-Man trying to steal from the underground? I think so. Cheap knockoff!
Definitely use this.
Check the marker. Some dudes stole a car and are being chased by the cops.
That chase looks crazy. Someone could get hit.
No way in hell! You can't drive forever. We will stop you. We got a clinger! Shoot him!
Ah, seriously? Personified road rage has friends?
Mind your own business, you little brat!
What could possibly be in this car to make it worth all this?
Happy holidays, Spider-Man. Have a good one.
I'm telling you, it's the underground who broke the bridge, not Spider-Man.
Right. Man, we flew down the street after we tricked out these skates with compressed air boosters. Neighbors started calling us the little geniuses after that. All that attention felt kind of weird and kind of cool.
Fue espantoso. De repente, el puente...
Hey, a selfie with me? Great. Wet hands. Oh, this is so good.
You need something?
Thank you.
Yeah.
This sound always feels like someone celebrating, even when it's just telling time. Your dad thought so too, so we had to include it.
A sound that tells time. Okay. Not gonna find it over here. Nah, getting too far away.
I gotta go, Spidey, but...
Mm-hmm. That's it. Ringing on the hour.
When I hear those bells, I remember the last time I was here. Your dad had just graduated from the police academy. I didn't go to the ceremony, so I met him here after. Bought us milkshakes. Strawberry for him, peanut butter for me. I don't know why I remember that. He said he couldn't cover for me anymore if I got in trouble. I told him I was done with that life. I was lying, but he believed me for a while. Or at least pretended to.
Man, things got complicated between them.
Bring him down here!
Peace out! Nope, but good guess.
Hey, so I checked this location against local crime reports. Guess what? A while back, the Magia and another Spider, obviously preaching for underground, got into a shootout.
Underground went after the Magia? Like crime families?
They wanted respect. Makes sense they try and jump ahead by gunning for the ruling class.
You're done!
mentor came up with it.
I like it. I mean, at first I thought it was kind of cornball, but now I like it.
Thanks.
Lord, where you at? Somebody
She was
go
always
check on
this easy.
I'll look around.
Last warning.
They're gone. Everybody look around.
You're done.
He got one of us! He's here! He's gotta be!
Close call.
Everybody! He's still here! Get out here and fight!
Night.
Rashad, you get that cash yet?
Okay. All that's left is to find the jammer and shut it down. Wire runouts are a good place to start. There's a pulley over those crates. As Pete would say, that's a bingo. Wow. It's a Magia trophy room. Poker chips. Definitely the old crime family style. Green's a little off on these bills. Guess the Magia never nailed down their counterfeiting operation. I found the jammer. Guess I can head out. Thought you could hide, huh? That old elevator could be my ticket out of here. Just need some juice. Okay, now to wire that to the elevator. Man, I'm good. Their cunning trap has failed. Hey, consider the jammer jammed.
Perfect. Now I'm just gonna give the police an anonymous tip, and boom! No more hideouts.
Appreciate the help. Did you get what you needed?
Yep. I'm gonna dig some more into this turf war between the underground and the Magia. Smells like a story.
Sounds good. I'm looking forward to hearing the podcast.
So I've been checking on the hideouts you shut down. Those areas have seen big decreases in crime and jerks waving around glowy swords. The Tinker are still a problem, but the Underground's numbers took a serious hit.
It was a team effort, and I hope your series helps just as much.
Listen, if you ever need anything, not like a rescue, but a break from all the fighting, text me. I know a cafe that makes great matcha lattes.
I'm picturing sitting in a cafe in the mask. And it's weird.
But cool, right? Okay, bye.